Hey. How you doing? How's it going? Mr. Deadman Live. Tonight, we have a pretty good show planned tonight. Project Melody has THOTS mad. Why are these e-girls, why are these cam whores upset about a 3D model? Huh? Why are they upset? What's going on? Their job being taken away from them? Huh? Do gamers all think the same? And Spielberg's daughter is gonna be doing porn now? Is that right? Mikaela Spielberg is doing porn, apparently. And if we have time, for some reason, if I exhaust all this, burn through all of it, we have some other stories, other things to cover, like Jake Paul and some other stuff. All right. Well, let's. Sponsor, not sponsor. Here we go. Beer soap. If you really want to smell like Lone Star beer, this is your ticket right here. You get some of this beer soap, lather it. It's good stuff, man. You will smell like real beer. Like real beer. None of that fruity stuff that requires like a lime or some sort of fruit next to it. Oh, what are you, a man? Anyway. Let's get to this. Okay. First, we have to talk about Project Melody. Project Melody, man. This is interesting to me. This is like okay. All sorts of professions have lost their jobs in a way due to automation, right? Like farmers had their jobs threatened. Truckers are now having their jobs threatened. Factory workers have their jobs threatened. McDonald's workers have their jobs threatened. Now you have cam girls, e-girls, these online THOTS. They have their jobs threatened. By what? By a 3D model that does what they do. I guess better in a way. I don't know. I don't know why they feel so threatened. They feel so threatened. I could think of a couple of reasons why they feel threatened. But this is real, and the future's now. Project Melody. Okay. And this is real news, by the way. This is real news. It's a 3D anime woman. All right. It hit the scene, I think, was it February 8th? Is that the date? Apparently, it's been on YouTube for a little while. It has a few dance videos and one video where this Project Melody avatar person is talking about the nuances of hentai, whether it's art or porn. And then also goes on Chatterbait, where she gives performances for money. You know what's funny about that? This 3D avatar, Melody, could do in a couple hours what THOTS, what cam whores have been trying to do for months, with like ease. I mean, she can make like $500 in less than 10 hours, and that's more than some of those THOTS make in a whole month. I'm not making this up, and they're mad. They're real mad because they're like, oh, how do you know her age? Well, I mean, the same way you know the age of everyone else, right? Besides, it's fake. There is no age to it. It's whatever. It's fake. Right? But hey, if you want to know, in case the officer asks you, her birthday is July 7th, 2000. So she's 20 years old. Cool. Oh, actually, I guess more 19, but yeah, you got me. What do you think about this? Is it funny? I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious to see them mad about this, see them wigged out about this. I find it very funny. Man. Ooh. Now I want to go to the YouTube channel and show you the discussion that she has because I think it's interesting. But first, before we do that, let me tell you some more information about that. So, like I said before, it's a virtual avatar. That's a woman who claimed to be the world's first hentai cam girl. When she's not on YouTube, when she's not on YouTube, she gives regular live shows on camming sites. We talked about that on ChatterBait, what have you. She already Well, I think in 3 days since her last stream, Melody has gone from 700 Twitter followers to 20,000. Like, she gets the attention. People want to go see her. Because what's new? It's like, what is this thing? And she just kind of dances around. She'll take her little or a black bar off, what the tape, whatever. Let's cover her. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, in fact, you know what? Instead of talk about it, let me show you. This could be that sort of stream. This could be that sort of stream tonight. Okay, let's Project Melody. Dare I play one of these music videos? I don't. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's do this one. Let's do Apple Pie. I have no idea if this is copyrighted music, so I'm just gonna mute the music. All right, this is Project Melody. So she looks. I mean, some people say, "Oh, but she looks young." So she looks like a teen? Like, what are you saying? I mean, you go to, Pornhub or go to any of the other places, and you have, people who are 18, 19, 20 trying to make themselves look as young as possible, right? So this is her. Now, is there a real person behind this? Of course there is. Someone has to make her move, right? Is the real person a man? Maybe. Could be a man. Could be a woman. Right? Many people speculate it's a man. Okay. So it's a man. Big whoop. Big deal. Who would be mad about a man taking a woman's job? Okay. All right, let's go take a look at is hentai art? Because while Project Melody dances, and you can see all sorts of dances. Apparently, you know what? You can go to that site for some intellect. You can tell I've been here before for research purposes.
Hentai has a bit of a rep.
Let me go ahead and mute the music.
And it's not very family friendly. But for me, and probably scholarly persons of old, hentai is sacred. It's important, and its roots are deeply embedded in the anime community. So, ignoring memes and mixed opinions, hentai is here to stay. So, tell me, pervs, I want to know, is hentai art or is it porn?
Is it?
Are we all going to hell? Or are we just misunderstood and highly cultured individuals? Let's talk about it. So, what is art? Is it a paint?
Okay, now the voice does sound kind of robotic, right? It sounds like one of those female robocalls. Oh, that was my beer, my nitro. Tonight's show is not sponsored by Wake Up Dead Nitro, Left Hand Brewing Co. Anyway, what was I going to say? Is hentai art?
Painting of a horse or a sailboat? Well, that's probably art. But not all art is that easy to discover how art it is. Art is highly subjective. Some people loathe boats and any horse that chooses to pilot one. However, thinking in an IRL sense,
he keeps on hitting the boo by accident.
I wrote it down. Art is the deliberate arrangement of various elements in order to appeal to sense and emotions. How good of a definition is that? You're welcome.
So yeah, more than just a dancing cam whore, Project Melody actually gives insight, a lecture on what is art. Is hentai art or is it not? Is that more than what you're going to find from some cam whore on Chatterbait. And don't get me wrong here. I'm not shaming. Hey, if you want to be a cam whore, you be a cam whore. But what I'm saying here is Project Melody offers a little bit more. Like, that's interesting right there. Now I'm actually curious about this now.
So
I'll play this while
I'll
get some tweets ready.
Can they be applied to hentai? Is there any merit or value? Absolutely. Thank you for asking, Floating Words. So I did a lot of research, a lot, and I found that there are 4 categories that you can use to help you determine if hentai is art or porn.
Oh yeah?
Let's put the categories on the board.
All right. This is quite
format,
trippy.
Style, story.
But now let's go ahead and take a look at, well, before I dig into the memes and before I dig into the reaction, let me tell you, as you can imagine, the cam whores are very upset. The THOTS are very upset. And I'm going to show you some tweets. Let's show that. I'm not making this up. They are livid. They are livid that this is happening. They're not happy about this. And the proof of it is right here. Not that one. This one. Okay. This tweet here from Crystal69 Rivers. I'm trying to work and I don't get hashtags and I have to go against this Chatterbait. What the F? I don't know. I didn't know you were trying to get children on your site. Well, what? Because it's a 3D anime. It's a 3D hentai chick. It's not going to be bringing kids. Right? Besides, are you going to tell me that Chatterbait doesn't have a filter to prevent the kids from getting onto Chatterbait? Right? That's Chatterbait's problem. If Chatterbait has some sort of age gate or some sort of restriction, that's great. That's all they need. That's all they need. Right? Though they never work. Come on, guys. Let's be honest. Anyway, I will quit. She's going to quit. She can't spell quit right. She's going to quit Chatterbait if this is going to be allowed. Well, here's the thing about that. You could say you're going to quit Chatterbait. But the other thing about these sort of cam whores, that these chicks that talk about this, that complain about this, they're not doing too well themselves, right? Because look at what they're saying here. Look at what they're saying. The people on Chatterbait, the chicks on Chatterbait that are struggling to compete against, or they're complaining that they can't perform at the level of what this 3D anime hentai thing. Okay. However, there are plenty other Chatterbait, I guess, models, girls, what have you, that are doing just fine for themselves, right? So they see everyone flocking to this digital girl, and they're like, oh, they could be looking at me. No, they're just not into you. They're not interested in what you have. Otherwise, they would be looking at you, right? Oh, man. But they're mad. It's not just that one. Let's see. From Pumpka Blue. Pumpka Blue says, I logged on the Chatterbait to stream there for once just to see an anime character streaming with 12K viewers. Laugh out loud. Guess I won't even bother trying. Well, then, I mean, look at that. Already admitting she can't outperform against an anime, against a hentai thing. Really? Is that the value? Is that this woman's value? She can't outperform a 3D model. Wow. What does that say about her self-worth, man? Her self-worth is nothing. It's just a 3D model, bro. And it's limited what it can do. It can only do certain things what it's programmed to do, right? If you can't outperform to this, give it up. Go home. You're done. Be like, oh, but she never gets tired. She's programmed to dance. She could dance all night. There's someone behind it. That someone has to sleep eventually. Or, you know what? Maybe they'll, well, I'm sure there's ways you guys could stay up all night and perform. I don't know. I can think of a few things. Let's see. This person has an interesting take. Pokey bitch equals Sasha Lean Star. So few understand porn and all the work and long hours that go into it. Oh, this is gonna be great. All the trolls that bang on my Twitter door, leaving flaming poop bags, don't know jack shit, and it shows. Construction workers break their backs. I break my ass. Porn is not a joke. You wouldn't be breaking your ass if you didn't shove like extra size, jumbo size, Donkey Kong size dildos up it. You don't need to be breaking your ass for money. What are you doing? Oh. I mean, Project Melody's not even doing anal yet. Come on. Besides, if you see how some of these women look, and I'm a married man, so I can't look. I can't look. But if you look at how some of them look, if you want to, I promise you'll see why they don't make as much as they claim that they should or act like they should. They're just not that attractive. They're not that attractive. They've been hit with the ugly stick, or they're past their age, or they're just too lazy to actually do the work, and they're just coming with all sorts of excuses to. They just see this fake thing come along and just, wow, blew them out of the water. So they project, they blame them. They blame Project Melody. They blame Project Melody for their problems, for their flaws, for their failures. But it's not even Project Melody's fault. The future's now. The future's Melody. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen here. And see, I think this person, Pokey Bitch, brings up some other arguments. To see, yes, I will defend us. I got plenty of strong arguments to contend against this creation. Oh, do you now? You got to run the site, impersonation of a human being on a site where I have to prove I am who I say I am. Not impersonating a human being. This is I'm hoping it is their own copyright. I'm hoping they own the 3D model and have the rights to use it, right? This isn't some 3D rendering of a celebrity or anything. It looks kind of like the Ghost of the Shell chick. What? More petite. Besides, like I said before, we want to go on the petite thing, the young looking thing. Look, fellas and ladies, I think when you go to like Pornhub, or you look at like what a tiny 4K they call it, or whatever. They look for the girls that are like super, super skinny. The sort of girls are on a diet of like Coke and Coke. All right, and so you could find that in real life, and you could find that in ChatterBait. Anyway. Let's see, you can't justify what this is next to flesh and blood performers putting it all on the line for ChatterBait. You put it on the line and people don't want to see it. Maybe pack it up and go home. And look, like I said this before, if someone wants to look at Project Melody over your fat ass, over your tits, your tattooed covered tits, Pokey Bitch, then maybe it's because no one wants to see your tattooed covered tits. Not that I've seen them. I'm a married man. I can't. Hell, I'm talking about this. I'm feeling kind of dirty. Let's see. I'm on the internet forever. Branded a dirty whore. The porn stigma scarlet letter. Oh, okay, that thing there. So yeah, Project Melody doesn't have to worry about the scarlet letter, about being branded a dirty whore. But it doesn't matter. I mean, if she did her job, if Pokey Bitch did her career, the same way Melody did, had fun, was dancing and having a good time, maybe did the Amaranth thing. I mean, Amaranth does what Project Melody does. She dances the DDR, but doesn't show anything. Never shows anything. So how about, instead of complaining about the money you're not getting because no one's watching you, how about you just stop? But the memes have been great. The memes are really good. I like it. So I consume a lot of hentai. I consume so much hentai that I've seen my share of. Could this be one of my people? Yes. Finally. An e-girl that gets it. It has to be a digital one. Oh man. I love how enraged they are. Reject tradition. Embrace modernity. I like that. It's good. I think this one takes the cake though. Oh man, When She Wants It by Project Melody was live. Yes. It's nice seeing their reaction, man. It does put a smile on my face. It really does. No lie. All right. Let's see. Let me see if I have any other Project Melody memes here. Oh, of course, there's this one. The future's now. That's great. That's good. What else we got? Let's see what this one looks like. I showed you my graphic cards. Please respond. Okay. Yeah, and like I have to remind you guys, in case you weren't listening. Yeah, she makes much more money than the actual girls on Chatterbait, and that's why they're enraged. It boils down to money. It's always about money. They're mad that someone else is there making more money than they are, and they don't have to put in as much work. Okay, yeah, you're right. So, maybe get this technology, the stuff that the person behind the scenes, whoever they are, the company, what Digitrax? What's the name of the company here? Oh man, yeah, Digitrax. The stuff they use isn't like expensive. Just get face rig. Start there. Unless it's like a full body caption setup, which it could be. I mean, the way the model moves, it could be a full body caption setup. Your captive setup. If that's the case, then, well, I don't know. Get that stuff. Like I tell you. Or, guess what? Just know that not everyone's into 3D. Not everyone's into fapping to hentai. Not everyone's into hentai. There'll be plenty of people that want the real stuff. Just like how porn sites are now. Porn sites now. You go to Pornhub, go to wherever you go. You could find cartoon hentai or 3D porn. You can find real porn. It's all right there. Does the 3D stuff outperform the other stuff? I guess. I don't know. I haven't really looked at that. I don't even know what the numbers look like. They're just complaining. All right. Shift gears here. Do gamers all think the same? Do they? Well, let's find out. There's a video here. Do all gamers think alike? Think the same? Let's see if we do. Ready?
I don't think gaming is anti-women. Like, no guy is saying, oh, you can't play online today because you're a woman.
I don't think it's anti-women, but I think there's just a lot more shit they have to deal with.
Oh, great. This is going to be one of these videos. Okay, we're going to have a lot of fun with this.
Zapping, fighting, and shooting their way.
It's a way of our society saying it's okay to shoot.
Well, what you are.
Yeah, it's okay to shoot. It is okay to shoot. You ever gone to a shooting range? It's perfectly fine to shoot.
Probably wondering is it turning their brains to mush?
The same way TV has turned people's brains to mush? I suppose so.
professional competitive video gaming. Players who play 10 or 12 hours a day to become the best of the world.
225,000, a life-changing amount of money.
My name is Austin Nitu. I'm 20 years old, and I play Fortnite professionally. I want
play Fortnite professionally. Like, that's his career. That's what he does for a living. Why do Fortnite players have to try to look like Ninja, the other Fortnite guy? Like, do they have to wear a bandana? What's the bandana for? Is that to help keep the sweat coming out of his eyes? How? How's he sweating?
won the first really big Fortnite tournament. It set the speed for the rest of the scene.
My name is Benita Novshadian. I'm 27 years old.
Benita. Okay. Counter-Strike, go.
My favorite part about gaming is literally just winning. I'm a very...
Well, yeah, that's the best part about gaming is winning. If you're not winning, then you're not having a good time, right?
competitive person.
Benita just 4K'd us.
My name is Hugo. I am 33, and
I bet you he's going to be the soy boy cuck or the white knight, the one who has to defend the whammon.
I play Super Smash Brothers for Dignitas. So I just played as a kid, and I just had a ton of fun with it, but I always wanted to be better than other people at it.
I'm Ariana Gamboa. I'm 19
Ariana Gamboa, okay.
years old, and I play Halo competitively. It is my passion.
Play Halo competitively. The game that they're showing right now is not Halo.
And girls.
It's not Halo. Oh, that's Halo.
One misconception is how much work people actually put in. There's a lot that goes into it.
A lot of people, have negative stigmas, playing games, doing nothing with his life, and rather it can be quite a
playing Pokemon. Is that what you're doing with your life?
A healthy outlet, and people really build futures out of gaming.
Okay, so they stand in line. It's one of these things where they ask you if you do something and see if they all think the same. So we're gonna have some fun here. I'm a gamer. Been a gamer since I was 5. Played Atari, then played NES, then SNES. And if you pronounce it NES, you're not a gamer. Okay? It's NES. It's an acronym. It's not just one word. It's NES. Okay, anyway.
I like energy drinks.
Wait, I'm sorry.
How is that a complicated question? Let's go back there. The first question is, I drink energy drinks. I like energy drinks. If you like them, you go to the yes.
Energy drinks.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you give me...
How is that complicated? How's Mr. Fortnite having a problem with this?
Give me a second to think about this. This is like... Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
I only like energy drinks with alcohol.
Because that's better. I only like energy drinks with alcohol, where I get the dual effect, and I just want to risk heart attack. That's what I want to do. Yeah. You know what? It's safer just to drink the Red Bull than it is to have like a Jaeger bomb. Okay. Putting Jaeger into it doesn't make it healthy. But I guess I wonder if she likes to party.
Does that affect your gameplay?
Well, I don't drink when I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, yeah, who drinks while they're playing? Well, I do, but I don't play professionally.
I was like, it's probably...
I definitely acknowledge the health risk that some energy drinks have, but for me, sometimes I'm playing in 4-hour sessions, just nonstop, having to play at the top of my game.
Is that why he has the bandana? Does he sweat that much? Seriously, why is this kid wearing a bandana? Like, no.
Yeah. It helps out a lot.
I hella need it sometimes. And for the purpose of actually performing, I think it's great. I don't drink it at all on my off time because I felt like I was using it as a crutch. Oh, I don't have my energy, I can't compete. And at a certain point, I was like, that's pretty sad. Like, I need to be...
Look at this guy. I'm telling you, he's going to be like the contrarian. He's going to be the one who's going to like, oh, I'm going to impress him with my wisdom, bro. No one cares. No one cares.
Training and then trust that, not the energy drink.
Yeah, you don't want to rely on it, ever.
Yeah, maybe I'll just...
How many of them do cocaine? Probably none. Probably none have done that.
Gaming culture is misogynistic.
Not gonna lie.
First off, no. Gaming culture misogynistic? No. I mean, by the word misogyny, you mean what? A hatred of women? No.
I need a definition of that word.
What? You need a definition.
Yeah, what is misogynistic?
Like anti-women.
Anti-women is not the definition of misogyny. That's not the definition of misogyny. Anti-women and a hatred of women. Those are two different things. Two different things. And it's not just a dislike. I like how they dislike and mistrust. Man, we're talking about a blatant mistrust. We're talking about like of all women. Like you just do not trust any woman, right? And maybe it's wise not to trust some women, right? They will con you. They will trick you. You shouldn't just trust people. Anyway.
Anti what?
Women.
Oh, okay.
Or anti-female.
Gotcha.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my God. Of course.
Everyone has that experience when they're in a gaming lobby.
Everyone? Oh, she's going to correct that. Ready? 3, 2, 1, correct it.
And, well, probably us females probably.
Everyone has it, but us ladies have it. Yeah, everyone has it in the lobby. Look, I've been playing games since the 90s, right? Late 80s, 90s. Online gaming, even the PC before headsets and all that. Every time you're in a lobby, people are saying stuff, right? They're saying all sorts of stuff. I'll be better. It got worse though. The trash talking and the I guess the vitriol that comes from, like that's spewed, that increased as soon as it was like headsets. Man, I can remember going to Halo lobbies and hearing the moment you start talking, they're like, "What's up, faggot?" You know, they'll be like, "Oh, I met your dad the other. I bet your dad's whatever." They'll say all sorts of crazy stuff. Like, "I bet you suck, man. I bet you suck dick." Whatever. It's like, man, people are assholes. They're flat out assholes, but not everyone. Not everyone. It's not a cultural thing. It's you're getting grouped up of random people who don't know each other, have no real vested interest other than let's win, right? And you better win, because if you don't win in the match, then they're really going to be trash talking you, saying all sorts of stuff. I don't know. But, yeah, misogyny.
I experience this more. As soon as we speak, we get called fat. We get called all these ugly.
Yeah, I've been called fat. I've been called gay. I've been called a faggot. I've been called an idiot, a retard. I mean, like, what are you talking about? It's online gaming. It's online gaming. And if you don't like it, guess what you can do? You can mute the person. You can block the person. Or, I mean, I just mute them anyway.
Names, and that is still something I deal with today, as I did 10, 15 years ago. It is definitely a terrible thing to experience.
I have a girlfriend that streams though, so I feel like I've gotten more open-minded about it and understand.
Okay. He has a girlfriend. Okay.
And I can definitely understand the obstacles like females have to go through. It's pretty tough from people just saying dumb.
What obstacles? It's not like someone says you can't play because you're a woman. Who says you can't play because you're a woman? Who says put down the controller, woman? Go back to the kitchen. Who unironically says go back to the kitchen, make me a sandwich? That's more like that. If I was going to say that to a female player, I would say that hear me out here. If I'm pushed to say something like that, there better be a reason. I mean, like I'm like in a certain mindset, mind space. Maybe she was on my team and she kept fucking up. Maybe she got the warthog and like we're all in it. And instead of going to the base, she just drove off the cliff or drove into the water and killed us all. I mean, we're like flying to the enemy base. Instead of going to the base, she just veers off and goes off the map or like does something like that. Then I'm probably going to say something in a certain tone like, Puta, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Have you ever played this game before? You know? Oh, man.
Dumb shit, or saying you're bad, saying you shouldn't compete, or
Men sometimes hear the
Everyone says everyone sucks in gaming. Have you ever played a game? It's called trash talking. I wonder if that's going to be a question in this.
those things too, but they don't hear it because they're men.
Right.
They hear it because of whatever, like the internet wants to hate on some random shit.
It's like we have to prove ourselves more.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone has to prove themselves. What are you talking about? Man, as professional gamers, I would think they would know that. They don't know that.
That's the big difference.
I'm a competitor. Like, I don't care about what my gender is, how much I weigh. I don't care about any of that. Like, if I'm good enough, then I'm good enough.
She's like the smart one in the group. And is she the oldest? No, she was like 27. I wasn't keeping track of the age. Is the Hispanic guy, I think he's like, 33?
Just don't really believe in the...
I think it's more so them giving us a chance or seeing that we're actually good enough. But I think
the skill speaks for itself. No one...
See, look at that. One woman speaking over another woman because she's not saying the right thing. Like, woman-splaining over here.
No guy is saying, yeah, you cannot get on your computer because you're a woman.
Right.
No guy is saying, oh, you can't play online today because you're a woman.
I kind of disagree with that. And, I do.
Oh, look at the man. I disagree with what you said right there because it doesn't fit the narrative. And I want to bang this other chick.
I do agree that the skill speaks for itself. While anyone can typically play any game they want and become good, the environment makes it so that it's much harder to succeed as a woman than it.
How? How does it make it harder to succeed? You are subject to the same vitriol as everyone else. If you don't like what you hear in the random lobbies, which most of the time I don't anyway. When I start playing Call of Duty, there's a good chance every now and then someone's be playing music. And it's so loud. That's when I block that stuff. Man.
It is as a man. There's no doubt that the experience will be different.
Oh yeah, the experience is different, but I don't think gaming is anti-women.
I don't think it's anti-women, but I think there's just a lot more shit they have to deal with.
I don't think it's anti-women, but there's more stuff they have to deal with. Like what? Explain it, bro. You can't explain it, can you? You're full of crap. White Knight, a piece of shit. You play Smash Brothers professionally. Come on, man.
So back then, arcades and the first home consoles, girls in video games just weren't a thing. It was like a boys only club. Anytime.
For gays, maybe. I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, look, when I played games, it was mostly dudes. When the chick would want to play games, it's like, finally, let's break up the sausage fast. Someone, kind of look like this guy, be like, nah, man, why do you have to bring the chick over? It kind of complicates things. And then I look back at my youth, and I find out the person who said that actually turned out to be gay. Wow. But everyone else, though, we're like, oh, it's cool, she's here. If anything, talking to her, it was nice. It was a good change of pace, man.
Time a girl was interested in video games, guys would be like, oh, just go play makeover, go back to the kitchen or something,
Go back to the kitchen when you were a kid? Bullshit. I'm pressing X to doubt everything he just said right there. You tell me when you're 15 and another 15-year-old girl or 16, whatever, wants to play games with you, you're like, no, go back to the kitchen. What? Shut up. No. I mean, you probably said something else, like, girls can't game. You probably said no, whatever. Go back to the kitchen, my ass.
Sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. And it was so dumb. And,
I wonder if he can even make a sandwich. I wonder if she can make a sandwich. I mean, that's a real question I have here. Okay, who in that group can make the best sandwich? I know it's not Fortnite guy. I don't think he eats.
Years gone by, gaming culture has advanced, right? And it's become more accessible and diverse. Unfortunately, there's still, some people out there that still treat it like it's the 90s.
Remember, those who virtue signal the most are usually the ones who do what they are saying, or they're speaking out against. Just remember that.
Video games encourage violence.
Video games encourage violence. Everyone should be in disagreement on this. Everyone should be in disagreement. Right? This has been proven false. They have not proven this at all any more than TV, our comic books, our music.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, come on. And I was liking her. I
don't know because there's proof.
What proof? What proof? Oh, you better say some good proof right now.
Wow, I just want to like kind of not be the odd one out.
So the only reason I want to say a little bit here is because anyone remembers Columbine. Like
Columbine. Yeah, I remember Columbine. I was in high school when Columbine happened. I was in high school, and I was kind of like one of those kids. I was wearing a trench coat at school. I was playing a lot of Doom, Duke 3D, and Quake. I remember Columbine. I remember that. You know what? A lot of us do. What's interesting about Columbine is that's a good example of that. It's not the video games that encourage violence, but it's something with them. They wanted to shoot up that school. They wanted to because they had the idea. They got the idea. Oh, from the game. The game didn't give them the idea to do that, right? They wanted to inflict harm to others because they were bullied, because they're picked on, whatever. They wanted to waste them, and they just came up with a plan. They were unsupervised. They were making pipe bombs in their garage. Where were their parents? Not fucking around, because some of those pipe bombs were apparently going off. I mean, they had to test them out, right? Here's the other thing too about that. Around that time, Doom, Duke 3D, Quake, those are very popular games on the PC. Well, not millions and millions of people were playing. We're talking about hundreds and thousands of people playing, right? And how many school shootings were there? One. It was bad. It was bad. But you don't even get a correlation with that data. You don't even get anything correlating there, right? So there's no link between the video games, the violent video games, and the violence. There's something there. There's something else there, I mean. And it's with those individuals. It's the same sort of thing that's with everyone else that gets out and wants to just harm others, wants to just hurt others. That's something in us as a human being, as a species, where some of us just want to hurt others because we do. Anyway.
They were inspired by video games, but like, it's just all mental health at the end of the day.
I just think anyone who has
Mr. Preachy over here,
those kinds of issues is going to find that inspiration from any kind of medium, including movies, including games, including books. I even think the dialogue where we act like that's causing it is kind of harmful for society in general.
I think it's definitely like using video games as like a scapegoat, in my opinion. Yeah, like it's definitely more of a mental health issue.
For real, video games and violence, fake news. It's a myth. There's
My problem with the mental health issue. It is a mental health issue, but the problem with that is then the solution is okay. Let's badger everyone about their mental health. Let's pester everyone about their mental health. Let's over medicate. Because let's look at, let's say, Columbine. Had those kids been on medication, would Columbine have happened? Okay, well, let's look at that. I mean, would they even agree to be on medication? Like, would they even be open to that? I don't even know much about those guys. I don't even know if they were on any medication or ADHD medication. I don't even know if they were on Ritalin or anything equivalent to that. But even if, because there's shootings, there's horrible things that are done by people who are mentally ill and do have medication. Maybe they're not consistent with it. Maybe they are consistent with it. But those examples exist. That happens. My thing is, though, looking at the Columbine situation, even if you were to put them on medication, it doesn't necessarily mean that Columbine wouldn't have happened. Right? Medication doesn't just make you a good person, is what I'm getting at here. There's something deeply flawed with the Columbine kids. But I think it's a flaw that goes deeper than what we can actually really honestly address. That sounds like hopelessness right there, but how else do you explain it? Because until you can actually address and heal whatever it is that's in us that causes us to desire to hurt others, to inflict injury and pain and suffering, and to kill others, the rage, the anger, the angst, until you can cure that, you're not going to solve the problem. Anyway.
Even with music, rock and roll, drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
Yeah,
and
they blamed
rap
rock once, and then they blamed rap, and then
exactly, man. Like
I
I was
It's always looking for something to blame.
I think on the opposite side of that spectrum, video games could even be pointed to the thing where it could be used as an outlet for the people that have those kind of urges and thoughts. And
like it's like an escape, right?
Exactly.
It's an escape for
exactly.
many people.
It's a whole other world. But I think on the underlying issue of that, I think that really comes with like the parenting. I mean, if you're having those kind of thoughts in general, I mean, there's so many of us that play video games that don't have those kind of thoughts. How would it? It's like you said, it's just a scapegoat. It's annoying.
Competitive gaming is just as demanding as physical sport.
No way. No one's answering this, right? Come on.
3, 2, 1, go.
Are you serious? Okay, I think this is fake. This has to be. Look at the poll. The poll is at Instagram. Someone's at 50-50. There's nothing strenuous. Nothing compared to a physical sport. You're sitting in a chair with a controller in your hand or mouse and keyboard. Like, what is strenuous?
For traditional sports, you have to push your body to such lengths to be able to do those physical feats, to be the best, to be whatever. I just don't think that it's as hard.
I agree. I'm usually like sitting on my computer for...
Yeah, you're sitting at the computer. She said on. I guess she's sitting on her computer while she's playing, but, you know, I'm sitting at the computer. Yeah, you're sitting down and you're playing. The worst you're going to get is carpal tunnel.
Almost 10 to 12 hours a day. Physically, I'm not doing anything near an NFL or NBA player is doing.
Right? You don't even have to work out. You're going to get fat while playing.
I don't play basketball, but I don't think that they're working on like frames per second kinds of levels of reaction.
Frames per second. Wait. Okay, Smash Brothers player. All right, you operate on frames per second level, whereas the people who play basketball aren't. Motherfucker, you're so wrong on that. You're so wrong on that. Oh, God.
Reaction and speed.
But then, you know, not all sports are as intensive as like football and like soccer and...
He said physical sports. I mean, it wasn't talking about like basket weaving or something, which that would actually takes more of a skill than playing a game. But like, what do you think he's talking about?
UFC.
We're probably all thinking basketball, football.
Yeah, because it's the mainstream stuff, you know? Because
I think that's
like,
what the question was, no?
Yeah, there's also
No, but there's also golf. There's also like...
Golf has more skill. Golf takes more skill than you think. Golf takes more skill. There's more. You actually have to walk around when you play golf. You actually have to move your body when you play golf. The only way gaming could be equivalent, kind of, sort of, to golf, as when it comes to strenuous, is if you're playing some sort of like Wii Sports game competitively. Do they even do that? I don't think they do. You know, when you play like those putt-putt golf things, those are more strenuous than any sort of like Counter-Strike or Fortnite or whatever. Playing laser tag is more strenuous than Counter-Strike and Halo and Fortnite. Hell, being at an arcade and moving from arcade to arcade to arcade, that is more strenuous than sitting in your chair, have a controller in your hand. I'm playing some Mario.
Bowling, darts, you know? And I think gaming, esports is like as demanding as those, if not beyond that.
Trash talk is part of the...
Oh, hey, what's up, Timothy? What's going on? Talking, do all pro gamers think the same? Do all gamers think the same? Do we all think the same, Timothy? Are you a gamer? I'm a gamer. First game system was Atari. I was 5. So they answer these questions by moving on the line, whatever. It's been great so far.
Fun. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So they're all for the trash talking. Man, play back the tape. They're all for the trash talking, but like the second question in was the second question or third question about is it misogynistic? Is gaming misogynistic? They're like, yeah. Everyone pretty much said yeah, except for the chick with the red sweater. And their thing was they're saying about what the ladies have to go through, have to endure so much of the stuff people say. At the same time, they're all about the trash talking. They're all about that trash talking. Oh man, I wonder how they trash talk. Seriously. Oh, SNES? Yeah. Commodore 64. I have never played a Commodore 64. I have not. But yeah, trash talking, man. Back, like I said before the headsets, it was simple because you had to type it out. It was like good game or you suck. It was like whatever you could type out. Yeah, it's just gaming. But once you get the headsets and like the Halo lobby, sometimes it depends on the lobby, depends on who you're paired with. Yeah, man, there'll be some trash talks. We'll be like, hey, what's up, faggot? Like, God damn it. Or hope you don't suck. Oh, you guys suck, or you're gonna total suck. You know, stuff like that. Just stupid stuff. Or no, but it's just trash talking. People just say whatever.
It's hella fun. It's competition. You know, you're trying to get everyone riled up. You're trying to throw everyone off their game.
He's waiting.
Oh, by the way, that's the second use of the F slur in this stream, so this stream might be in danger, but I should be okay. It was in context. Right. You can mute other players, which I've done from time to time, not because of what they say, because I don't care, or just say something back because I find it dumb. Because no one knows anyone, right? So you could say the most heinous thing, and no one knows who you are, right? You could just trash your back. But yeah, man, if you go into a lobby and someone's playing music, that stuff is annoying. I'll just like mute that.
For this one, yeah.
you spit some words.
You know, once people start taking like life problems and weight and try to like find stuff.
Oh, so you can trash talk, but don't make fun of the weight. Man, if someone said you sound like a fat ass, you sound like a heavy breather, they have never seen you. So if you let that get under your skin, you're falling for it. If you let that get to you, then there's blood in the water. They've never met you before. Oh, you sound like a fucking fat ass, you fat ass.
Stuff up on you. That's where it gets petty and it's childish. But trash talking is super fun. I do it a lot on stream, you know.
I love trash talking people. It's so fun. If you're doing it in good fun, then I think that trash talk is essential to any video game, honestly.
Builds up hype, yeah.
Even if I die or if they die, my go-to is you're trash. Like that's just.
That's it. The trash talking is literally your trash. I mean, that's like elementary level. Have they ever been through the 5th grade? Have they ever been through middle school? I mean, if you want to learn how to trash talk, just remember what it was like when you were in 5th grade. When you were in 6th grade. Or work with kids. Go work at a school. And you'll know what to say. And how to do it.
That's probably my go-to.
I think I call people dog shit idiots a lot.
I say dog shit way too much.
I always call people virgins, but...
Oh, she's calling everybody virgins over here, huh? Oh, everyone's a virgin. Okay. So you're one of those chicks. It's okay to call everyone virgins, but you can't call them all faggots. You can't call someone, like, make fun. You can't say they're gay. You can say that they're a virgin. You can't make fun of their orientation, but you can make fun of their incel status. Okay. That's funny.
I would say like you're a fucking virgin, but I only say it on the mic because then you can take.
This is the same chick, Benita, the same chick who's like, I don't like energy drinks unless there's alcohol in them, which I want to see how Benita answers questions when she has a few Jaeger bombs in her system.
Like you can understand my tone, and it's not that serious. But I would never like type something like that.
Actually,
hearing the way she talks, I don't hear tone. I hear like vocal fry, and it's like, yeah, you call a woman a cum dumpster. Which, by the way, the beginning of the stream, we talked about Project Melody, who's happy to be a cum dumpster, and is pissing off all the other cum dumpsters.
Actually, I have a whole like diss track about me, like on YouTube. Yeah. And then my friend just wrote one back. So there's just like, and then everyone's hyped about it. Everyone just, yeah.
My family is skeptical of my career.
They should be. Your family should be skeptical of your career. If gaming is your career, then maybe you do need to go to the Jake Paul College. Maybe you do need the Jake Paul's financial freedom movement.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'll start because I guess I'm a little older. Back then, it wasn't ever a career. Now it's so different. Like if I were to tell my parents,
I'm older than she is by like 10 years almost. That's crazy to think about that. Video gaming is not a career. I mean, you can make money at it now, and it's weird to me. I'm just like, well, if you want to try, go ahead, but don't invest all your energy in it.
parents like, yeah, hey, I have a 401k from gaming. Like, I have health insurance, I have everything, just like a regular job with like a bachelor's degree or whatnot.
So I'm a little bit younger, and my parents were always super supportive.
Okay, I'll say this about Benita. Benita does sound like would be the easiest one to tease, but she also seems like the girl, after a few Jaeger bombs, she'll be like the first one to take her top off. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I quit football and sports when I was in like 7th grade, and I just really started gaming. Even after high school, my dad gave me a whole year to try to do something with it. Started making some money, and it just took off from there. So my parents were very good about it, and it makes me feel proud.
Pole dancing might be in the Olympics? I thought it was already in the Olympics. It's not?
I mean, my parents did a very similar thing, and after I graduated high school, I
You're a
asked for a
Fortnite
chance.
guy.
I was like, hey, could I have just a year? I want to really see it.
What would you do if Fortnite became an Olympic sport? I've already given up on humanity. I give it up. I mean, but if Fortnite became an Olympic sport, then I will just go ahead and get coronavirus. I will just do it. I'll just make my house into a refugee camp for Chinamen, But they have to have the corona. They have to have that. It's required.
See if I can make this work. I want to pursue my dreams, and I won the tournament that we both popped off in.
Yeah.
And,
hell, if Fortnite becomes an Olympic sport, I'll go get AIDS. That's what I'll do.
if this was 3 years ago, I'd say I'd be over there saying that they'd be skeptical. They don't know, but my dad's always been supportive of me, and I'm thankful for that.
During high school, there wasn't really money in it yet, and my parents were just like, nah, that doesn't sound like a good idea. You're kind of throwing your life away. So then I got a regular career, and then when my friends started making money.
What is that on his face? He has this weird birthmark right here. Hey, what's going on, Volsorg? I've just said, Brianna Planet Killing Asteroid, yeah.
Money in video games, I was like, what the fuck am I still doing here? They saw how much happier I was doing this versus that, and they knew I was...
Okay, I know I'm making fun of his appearance a lot, But look how limp his wrist is. Have you noticed that?
Capable of that. Now they're like watching on stream together, like they're showing up to some live events here and there.
My mom is very, very supportive of what I do, but I was living with my grandparents for a while, and
she looks a little heavy set, you know? Like, she's only 19.
Actually kicked me out and were charging me rent because they didn't see live streaming or competing in video games as an actual job.
There's only 2 chicks here. And out of these 2 chicks, I would think the 19-year-old would be the more fun one, but it seems like Benita, the one wearing the red sweater, would be more fun. With the one wearing the pink, Miss High Pants would be like lecturing you, telling you about her feminism, stuff like that.
So I moved back in with my mom, and I got to quit that job, and now I'm living my dream. So.
I could be wrong.
I don't have much family. I just have my mom right now, and she's an immigrant and very old school, so you can imagine how she feels about it. She always said, you know, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, people have no job in the future. They can't even cam whore because Project Melody will take care of that. You know? Us guys who are clever with our technology and tools will take care of that. We'll kill that business. I love that, man. I love that the cum dumpsters of Chatterbaiter are pissed off about their loss of a career.
I didn't work so hard to make a family here just so you can play video games. You should make something of yourself. But ultimately, in the end, as long as I was happy with my life and I became successful in my own definition, then she was okay with it as well. But she still hates gaming.
Yeah. Where are your parents from?
My mother's from the Philippines and my father's from India.
Okay. My parents are Hispanic. They definitely weren't about it initially, too. They'll understand it when they see the money.
Yeah.
His face looks weird. Robot brothels will steal his jobs. Yeah, robot brothels, man. They actually have one in Texas. I don't know if it's still open. I heard it was open for a little while, but as you can imagine, the clients really damaged those sex dolls. Like, it was a sex doll brothel. And the sex dolls did not last very long.
It sucks, though. Like, you have to make money for people to realize it's actually a career.
Yeah, you show them a paycheck, they're like, oh yeah,
okay.
This is legit.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Yeah.
I make a good living from gaming.
Make a good living from gaming? Is that even possible? Man. Well, Darkside Phil could have if he would have just paid his fucking taxes.
3, 2, 1, go.
So it depends on what you guys define as good living. I live in Silicon Valley in the Bay Area.
You live in California. Move.
The highest cost of living ever. This competitive gaming career
Brag about it some more. Brag about your high cost.
I have it's a side hustle. If I just did any one of those by itself, I would not make it.
I used to live in a trailer with my dad in Ohio, so I understand the struggle. I used to sleep on the mattress, on a floor. Gaming, I started streaming. I started, getting a lot of attention in tournaments. I was making a lot of money there. I mean, now I live in a really nice part of California, rent-free with my girlfriend, and there's a lot of money to be made in gaming, whether it's streaming, YouTube.
How long do you think it'll take for pro gaming to not be a thing?
The World Cup, that was like 30 million. There's just ridiculous.
Well, this year it's not going to be a
I'm
thing.
not on stream
I mean,
strongly
seriously,
agree
the
is
coronavirus
it's so
is really fucking up
unreliable
Korea.
and inconsistent, in my opinion.
So
It's
that
something
kills
you have to worry about.
that
You
kills
don't
a
know if
huge
you're
part of the
gonna place
gaming
top 8.
competition.
Most of the time tournament payouts can take months.
China's out.
I'd say I make a really
Japan's
good
gonna
living.
be
I
out.
think that Fortnite has given me a lot of opportunities. I mean, the viewership and the tournament prize
We'll see where we are next year.
alone is ridiculous.
If we're still live.
I'm getting way too much money for just playing video games, to be honest.
I think it really depends on the game you're playing.
Yeah, I play Smash, and Nintendo does not give a shit about us. So I still make enough to I have a car, I have a roof over my head, I got 401k, I got I'm fine, but I'm not making fuck you money. You know what I mean? I'm not making Fortnite money. And so for me personally, that's just the life of the game that I chose. If you're playing Fortnite, you picked the right one.
You could change your game, guy. He plays Smash Bros. Then play Fortnite. It's not that hard of a game. I tried streaming Fortnite and I got bored of that game. And you can say what you will about me and my small channel, and thank you, Timothy, and whoever's listening and watching, but if I'm doing something and I don't like it, I'm just not gonna stick with it because I don't like it. You know, I get bored of it. Nintendo's okay, Hugo. Fuck you. Yeah. Oh, I think what he means is that he can't clip up his stuff because Nintendo will claim everything, and they will get the money. They will get the ad revenue.
I'm sponsored. I have benefits. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I love what I do, and I not only win money from tournaments, but I'm also contract.
Oh, she does. She plays Counter-Strike. She plays Counter-Strike Go. And Adrian or Ariana or whatever her name is, the pink shirt. She plays Halo.
Did so.
I'd point out that, you know, maybe our definitions of good living are different. I mean, me and Aiden especially, I know that we come from, you know, not particularly the best, you know, living. I mean, I used to live in Louisiana back in, like, you know, middle of nowhere where nobody would even know where I am. My salary right now is way more than enough to make a good living off of it. But then again, it depends on the area you live in. If you're living over there, I mean...
Yeah, like if I lived in Kansas, I'd be filthy rich. Filthy rich. I'd be like...
Then move to Kansas, bro. Like... I mean, how hard is it to relocate from California to some other state? It can't be that hard. Everyone's doing it. Just don't bring the politics with you. Just your state is a shithole because the politics there are fucking horrible. Just don't bring it with you.
They're making it rain.
They're doing it.
I found deeper relationships through gaming than anywhere else. 3.
Deeper relationships. What do you think about that? Volsorg. What do you think about that? Oh, actually, Volsorg, I didn't even ask you. What is the first system you played? First game system. Oh, hey, by the way, we're kind of late on the stream here, but hey, let's share this and ask people, hey, what's their first game system to play and whatever. We could talk about that. We could bullshit about video games, about the, you know, if we want to. That'd be great.
2, 1, go.
I'd say I've made some of my best friends ever. And even if the game is done, we've already built a bond past that, where now we're just friends. And none of all these connections and things that have gone on wouldn't exist anymore unless I played this game.
You know, back in high school, I was like really nervous to talk to.
Okay, I'll say this. Growing up, my buddies, we bonded over games. Okay? And actually, growing up, going through high school, the only thing we really had in common was gaming. Like, we had different music interests, whatever. I was more into metal. They were more into, like, mainstream stuff, like Bleak 182 and all that. But we still played a lot of games. We played a lot of, we're still playing a lot of Duke 3D. We played Tribes, played some Quake and StarCraft. They were really into StarCraft. I was more into Command and Conquer. I guess it's more simple speed, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, people bond over games. Yeah, they do. First game I beat? Ooh. First game I beat. Well, the first game system I played was Atari, but I didn't beat those games. You know, I just get a little further. First game I actually beat was Mario, like Super Mario Bros. For NES. Yeah, that's the first one I beat.
Like ladies, and I never had a girlfriend in high school, and then after high school I met my girlfriend that I currently live with. So I think one thing too is people online are way more open than in person. Like, you feel a lot more comfortable.
People online are more open than in person? Are you bullshitting me? Man, people online will tell you anything. I mean, they'll tell you all sorts of fake stuff. Whatever. Punk rock. Went to a lot of punk rock shows in high school. Super Mario World, that was your first one? Yeah. It was Super Mario Brothers. That was the first one. Then my game collection. My games were expensive, right? Oh, they were $50 then too. $50, $60. So Super Mario Brothers was the first game I beat, and then I had Batman for NES, but I did not beat that game. I still have I have yet to beat that game. Yeah, I think after that it was. Ooh. For NES, like it gets kind of hard, right? Super Mario World for sure. Let's see what else. I think there's some Bugs Bunny game I played. Did that one. Let's see. Blaster Master, did not beat that one. Got to the frog battle, but it was not good. Let's see. Man, NES games are real hard. I'd rent them. Oh, like even, well, Mega Man 2. There's Mega Man 2. I could beat that one. But then when I started I got into PC gaming. And it seemed easier to beat games on there because at least they give you a chance. Like Doom. Oh yeah, I could beat Doom. Nice. Super Star Wars, played all 3 of them. You beat them? I remember those games being kind of tough too. I think more tedious than tough. I'm not sure. Or the Sandcrawler stage. Sandcrawler stage, and I don't think I've really got further than that. I didn't own that one. My friends did. I played with them. Never played Mega Man. Mega Man 2 was the first Mega Man I played. Didn't play the first one until later. Mega Man 2 was the only one I beat. Mega Man 3, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. If I ever stream that live, man, I gotta tell you, it's gonna be Rage Central. I'll be cussing left and right. Oh my god, it'd be horrible. Because, you know, that's one of those games where, like, if you're not familiar with the boss patterns, it's like, okay. Good as role-playing games, you know? Gotta pass time here. I was gonna talk about Spielberg's daughter. She wants to do porn now. She wants to do porn. Mikaela Spielberg, his adopted daughter, now wants to do pornography because that's where she feels. What were her words? How did she word it? That she's giving back to people, making people happy, and she feels less like She calls herself a sex monster. Or a sex creature, I should say. Sex creature. I want to show you what she looks like if you don't know. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I don't see her getting far at all. Okay, brace yourself. Brace yourself. Okay. All right. That's Spielberg's adopted daughter right there. Mikaela Spielberg. 23. The adopted daughter of the legendary filmmaker. Your dad is a director, and what do you do instead? You can do porn. I mean, you have a family that can make things happen. You have lots of money. Her fiance, boyfriend person has lots of money too. She doesn't have to do this. She doesn't have to. I wouldn't even say porn star. I don't know. To become a porn star, you would have to get a following. I mean, her rack situation doesn't look bad from the picture, but her hair looks like a rug. Like, I don't know what's going on with her hair. Yeah, she does have okay titties. She does have okay. But yeah. She announced that she's going into pornography. She wants to do porno videos, solo porn videos. She doesn't want to get involved with anybody. She doesn't want to bang anybody on set because of her. She's in a committed relationship. It's interesting, these articles talking about it, because some of them actually have extra details about this. Some of them, her Mikaela's quote to Sun, the U.S. Sun, Mikaela reveals that she was groomed by predators. Okay. She was groomed by predators, meaning she was perped on. She claims it was not by family. Okay. What's going on here? This is another example of the Hollywood Vipers, the Hollywood pedos doing stuff to her at an early age. I don't know. It sounds like it. She claims that she was bullied, made to feel like she's supposed to be ashamed of her body. And she's tired of that. So she wants to own her body and make money off of it? Okay. Well, some feminists will say that's empowerment. That'd be like the sex positive ones. Those are the feminists I can actually get behind. Well, literally and figuratively. All right, sure. A woman owning her sexuality can be very liberating for them. Sure. But she doesn't have to do it. That's what's weird. Onision? Maybe. So she's doing it because she wants attention. I think so. There's a theory that maybe she doesn't really have the smarts like the other kids do. Maybe she just doesn't have the skill set because she could try to become a director, couldn't she? I mean, her dad's a director. Oh, yeah, Timothy. The thing is, they do, but then they complain about people thinking they're a sex object. Yeah, that's going to be the, let me make sure I got my term correctly, the sex negative feminists. What's funny, if you find the feminists are like all about the sexuality and the empowerment of a woman's body, whatever, get them to argue with like a sex negative one. It's great. It's also like the feminists who are all about women, who think a real woman is a woman, get them to argue with the feminists who are like allying with the trans community. Be like, no, a man can become a woman too. Like I find this stuff interesting because it shows that, like there's division, and well, I just like throw a Molotov out there and just sit back and watch, Anyway. So Mikaela, she went by different names, apparently. She calls herself the Chonky Pixie. And apparently she was honey potting over there on Instagram for a while. So she's been doing this. She's been, getting the attention and the likes, probably some money too, from showing herself. I have no idea. I've not seen her Instagram. I have no idea what it looks like. I guess I can take a look right now. Is that's not her, is it? Okay. This looks disturbing. All right, I'm going to put this on the screen. Okay. This is Mikaela's Instagram. All right, I don't know who that is, but this is her stuff. Cleavage. I'm making sure there's no nudes. Like Jesuit stuff. There's a Jesuit Saturn symbol. I believe that's what that's supposed to be. All right, so she's into the Jesuit stuff. Welcome to Jurassic Porking, right? You think her dad's gonna film the stuff? I hope not. Oh man. Her can situation is not bad. It's not bad at all. It's her hair. But you could fix that with a wig or something. I don't know. Like that right there does not look good. Oh man. She has good taste in music. Like old school Metallica. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see. What does the family think of this? What does the family think of this? Well, of course, their public statement about it is that that they're okay with it. They're not going to shame her for it. That they're intrigued by her career path. A career path? Does she know about Project Melody? Does she know that Project Melody is going to steal that career? She wants to call her... Apparently, she had videos on Pornhub under the stage name Sugar Star, but they were temporarily yanked. They're yanked because she had to get her permit. She had to get her papers in order. You know, apparently, though, she's not the first Spielberg to be going into porn. Apparently, her brother, Sawyer Spielberg, 27, he was in porn, too. Feverish horror movie. Sorry. I was reading that different. No, he was in porn, but he was in a horror movie. He's in a horror movie. Sorry. I was getting excited for a second. I was like, oh, we have another Spielberg in porn. Wow, that really shows about the family, huh? Yeah. So you got her brother's doing horror movies and doing some other stuff. Okay. How come she can't be in a movie? Right? Right? She should just shave her hair. Go bald. That would look better. Oh man. This is what's going on here. Wow. What does that tell you? When a Spielberg adopted daughter, but she's adopted. She has the money. She has the connections in the family. But what does she do instead? No, she does not try acting. Maybe her dad could have helped her. But no, not doing that. Not doing any of that. Yeah. She says she wants to do it because she wants to satisfy other people. And that makes her happy. And she won't feel violated. She wants to satisfy other people, and she's not going to feel violated. And in other articles, she talks about how she was groomed by other people in a sexual way, perped on. I think she has some abuse. She definitely has some abuse in her childhood. Her boyfriend that she's worried about honoring the committed relationship with. It's a fiance. He's 47. Talk about daddy issues there. Big time. Big time. I wonder what their Thanksgiving dinners would be like. Will she write Snickers on herself? Maybe. Word has it that they're doing a movie together. Yes. Oh, man. That'd be something there. That'd be something. Yeah, man. This is Hollywood. It is the sewer of America. I agree. So, when the coronavirus comes, it's already here in California. When it fully gets unleashed, hopefully it purges California. Hopefully Trump does the right thing and just builds a quick wall of fire between California and the rest of the United States. But apparently there's already a coronavirus case in Texas, so I'm fucked. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we just take them out back and just dig a hole. I have little faith. I have a little faith in how we treat the coronavirus. I don't know. Maybe we'll do better than the Chinese. Apparently, you treat it with like what? AIDS medication? Malaria medication? Okay. That's interesting. A cold virus. Do you have to treat with the same sort of treatment you use for malaria? That's weird. Nuke strike? Yeah, let's do that. Anyway. So we'll wrap this up here. Unless you guys want to bullshit about video games for a little bit. How you guys doing? I was going to review a Channel Awesome movie, you know? I like how Cinema Snob and them will review all sorts of shitty movies and tear them apart, which is fun. Sure, I enjoy doing that too. But it's like, what about their own movies though, right? But I was watching like the first 10 minutes of one of them. I think it was like Kick-Assia, whatever it's called. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. I was like, I'm not reviewing this. This stuff is horrible. It's dog shit. So then I was like, well, let's talk about this stuff. We get that Nintendo Lite. Yeah. Yo, the reviews of the shitty movies. You don't find them funny? It depends what sort of movie they're reviewing. And honestly, like, let's talk about Channel Awesome. The nostalgia critic, his voice is so annoying. Oh man, why does he have that high pitched voice all the time? Oh man. It's like, man. But if they review a movie that's like real awful, like I think it was some bowling one he did recently, it was alright. It's okay. The bitch Mars girl came from Channel Awesome. Oh, she did. And she tried to nuke it. She tried to burn it. For the shit her friend Wario did and shit. Okay. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan. There was a time I used to watch this stuff, kind of like, I think it's Pass the Time. Kind of want to punch him. Oh yeah, he has a face that's very punchable, you know? Doug is his name, right? Doug? Yeah, he has a very punchable face. And voice. You hear that voice. I can't even impersonate it. First off, I'm horrible with impersonations. Could not even if I wanted to. I just don't understand how you can sound so high pitch and shrill like that. And Mars Girl, what's going on with her now? I heard that it was revealed that she outright said that her GoFundMe for her legal defense to sue with Yellow Flash was never intended to sue Yellow Flash. It was to what? Defend herself against Vic Mignogna? Okay. He's still doing he's still in the pills. Like, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a while before he gets her. Right? It's gonna be a minute. Anyway. What is speaking of video games, what is your favorite video game? One of my favorites, of course, the music playing right now, Castlevania. One of my favorites. Right? Why is she worried about who? Yellow Flash or Vic? She shouldn't be worried about... Maybe she could... Well, I would say she shouldn't have to worry about Vic because he's still in appeals right now. And we'll see what happens with that. But Yellow Flash, she just wanted to go after Yellow Flash because Yellow Flash was talking bad about her. Who hasn't talked bad about her, right? You know? Everyone has. I have. Umbrella Guy has. Yellow Flash has. Well, Mortal Kombat 2? Man, I'm horrible at fighting games. But Doom 3 is cool. I know people didn't like it because it was slower pace compared to like Doom 2. You know, it is slower pace. It's different. It was alright. I enjoyed it. I know people were like, oh, why do you have to switch from the flashlight to the gun? Why can't you have both at the same time? It's like, I get it. Not modern weapons, you would think they would have a light on the gun, which most would. But it was to limit your tools. That way it's scarier. You're in the dark. But besides, if you want a more faster paced, I guess more true Doom experience, we're about to get that, right? Doom Eternal. When does that drop? Is that already dropped? When does that come out? Man, that's gonna be a fucking experience. Yeah, this cigar is dead. Alright. Alright. Man. I enjoyed this, guys. I did. There's a mod where the flashlight is on the gun. Yeah, I've seen that mod. I think I got that too when I was playing it. They're problem solved, you know? And of course they had some like fuck yeah, this year. Yeah. Like window, like summertime. I think in the summer. I know Doom 3 has some jump scares. It was kind of lame. Sometimes you like going through an area and all of a sudden, boom! Out comes a zombie. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. It would be great if they randomized it. Like any game that's going to use jump scares, why don't you just randomize the jump scares? That way you don't know when it's coming, right? They could have done that with Doom 3. They could have programmed it, that to happen. Easy. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap the stream up here, and but thank you all so much for watching. Press the like button, share, subscribe. Because I talked about what I talked about tonight, Project Melody, talked about thoughts. This stream is gonna be demonetized. I don't really care about the money, okay, but I do care about the fact that there's no outreach, no outreach. So I will have to depend on you guys to help spread the word about these live streams, which Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Okay. Which, by the way, I think Wednesdays I'll cover true crime related stuff. So this Wednesday I do have a bunch of stuff related to true crime. An active missing person, a missing kid, 2 missing kid cases that are going on right now. And Evelyn Boswell, a few others. So I'll be talking about that and a few other things on Wednesday. Friday I'm on call, so there's not gonna be an official show. I'll probably just be streaming a game or something. Yeah. Thanks, Tim. You have a good one.